All right, let's see how sharp you really are. 10 questions, no hints, no second chances. Today's challenge, part-time specialists. Can hiring expert talent for just a few hours a week transform a business, or is it all hype? I'll give you the statement. You decide. Fact or fiction? Think fast, trust your instincts, and keep score because this one gets tricky. Ready? Let's test your knowledge. Question 1. Here's your first statement. Part-time specialists are only useful for small businesses that cannot afford full-time employees. The answer is fiction. Part-time specialists can be valuable for businesses of every size. A growing startup may hire a part-time marketing strategist. A large company might bring in a cybersecurity expert, legal specialist, finance leader, or HR consultant for a specific challenge. The point is not whether a business can afford full-time staff. It is whether the business needs high-level expertise all day, every day. Sometimes the smartest hire is the person you need most, just not full-time. Question 2. Next statement. Hiring a part-time specialist can give a business access to expertise it could not justify hiring full-time. The answer is fact. This is one of the biggest advantages. A business may not need a full-time chief financial officer, brand strategist, employment lawyer, data analyst, or technology consultant, but it may still need their knowledge to make important decisions. A part-time arrangement lets businesses pay for focused expertise when it creates the most value. That can mean stronger decisions, fewer costly mistakes, and faster progress. Question 3. Let's continue. Because a specialist works part-time, they will automatically be less committed to the business. The answer is fiction. Commitment is not measured by the number of hours in a contract. It is measured by clarity, professionalism, communication, and results. In fact, many part-time specialists build their reputation on delivering excellent work within a focused schedule. The key is setting clear goals, responsibilities, deadlines, and decision-making authority from the beginning. A highly engaged specialist working 10 focused hours can sometimes create more impact than a full-time employee with unclear priorities. Question 4. Pay attention to this one. A part-time specialist can help a company move faster when it needs skills immediately. The answer is fact. A traditional full-time hiring process can take weeks or even months. Finding applicants, interviewing, negotiating, onboarding, and training all take time. But a specialist may already have the exact experience, tools, and processes needed for the job. That makes part-time specialists particularly useful for launches, projects, transformations, seasonal demand, compliance needs, or urgent business problems. When speed matters, experienced talent can be a serious competitive advantage. Question 5. We're halfway there. Hiring a part-time specialist means a business does not need to manage or communicate with them regularly. The answer is fiction. Less time does not mean less communication. In many cases, part-time specialists need even clearer communication because their availability is limited. The business should agree on priorities, meeting rhythm, expected deliverables, response times, access to information, and who makes final decisions. A great specialist cannot solve problems they do not know about. The best arrangements combine independence with regular alignment. Question 6. Let's raise the difficulty. Part-time specialists can help transfer valuable knowledge to internal employees. The answer is fact. A strong specialist should not just complete tasks. They can teach the team better systems, introduce useful tools, document processes, and help employees build confidence in a new area. For example, a part-time operations expert may improve workflows. A technology specialist may train staff on a new platform. A sales leader may help build a repeatable sales process. The goal is not dependency. The goal is leaving the business stronger than before. Question 7. This one catches people off guard. The lowest hourly rate is always the best way to choose a part-time specialist. The answer is fiction. The cheapest option can become the most expensive if the work is slow, unclear, poor quality, or needs to be redone. Instead, businesses should consider experience, relevant results, communication style, availability, references, and the value the specialist can create. A more experienced professional may charge more per hour, but solve the problem in far less time. Smart businesses focus on outcomes, not just rates. Question 8. Stay focused. Part-time specialists are especially useful when a business has a short-term project or a highly specific skill gap. The answer is fact. Not every business need becomes a permanent job. A company may need help with a website redesign, financial forecasting, contract review, recruitment strategy, customer research, process automation, or a product launch. Once that work is complete, the need may reduce or disappear. That is where flexible specialist support makes sense. It gives businesses the right talent for the right moment, without creating unnecessary long-term costs. Question 9. Almost there. A business should wait until it is overwhelmed before bringing in a part-time specialist. The answer is fiction. Waiting until everything becomes urgent usually makes decisions more expensive and stressful. The best time to bring in help is often before the problem becomes a crisis. A part-time specialist can identify gaps early, prepare the business for growth, build better processes, and prevent avoidable mistakes. Proactive support is usually more powerful than emergency support. Question 10. This is the final question, and it's the one that surprises most people. Hiring a part-time specialist is not just a way to reduce costs. It can be a strategic way to build a more flexible, capable business. The answer is fact. The best businesses do not simply ask, who can we hire full-time? They ask, what capability do we need to win, and what is the smartest way to access it? Part-time specialists can bring fresh perspective, proven experience, focused execution, and flexible capacity exactly when it matters most. Used well, they are not a temporary shortcut. They are part of a modern, agile way to grow. All right, how did you do? Drop your score in the comments. Be honest. 8 or more? You're ahead of most people. Less than that? Now you know what others don't. Whether you are hiring expert support or building your own specialist career, understanding flexible work can open serious opportunities. Hit like, subscribe, and come back for the next MPS challenge, because knowing more is how you stay ahead.